welcome back to my channel. So in the last video we have done with created a backend API, and down in this video I'm going to show you how to create a React app and theme in the app. The first thing I need to run MongoDB server by typing nd mongodb star. And the next I'll need to cd API and star run dev npm run dev to start the backend. Okay, so we have a backend is running on port 3000, so we can browse localhost and port 3000. Okay, this is a basic router and return the version of this app. Alright, so I'm going to open a new tab in my terminal and change the root of the app. We have only API folder in this backend, and now I'm going to create a React app user create React app. So to install the create React app is very easy. You can type npm run install global create React app. Okay, so the package already installed. And the next thing, we need to follow the document and create a new app. So very basically, we can type commands create React app and the name of your app. So simple, I can just use the app, right? So my app name is app. So we need to wait for the React app create and also install dependency module. Okay, so the app is created successfully. So the simple now change directory to app and run npm star and hit enter. Right, so it automatically open on browser and you can see the basic app. Alright, so open new tab in terminal. I'm change to root of the app and open in WebStorm. You can use any tool, but for me, I'm familiar with WebStorm, and I think this is a good idea for development. Okay, so in WebStorm, we do have a API folder and this backend Node.js, and app. It is a React front end app. So I'm going to delete this, and we don't need it anymore. And delete that, and in this, so remove this and app. Okay, so I remove this as well. Okay, so I'm going to create a new folder, okay, called layout, and inside layout I'm going to create this new index file .js and import and create a new component equal import react and component and from React. Right, we don't need to push command as an command, and so class, okay, layout a10 component and contractor and prop, super prop, and render. So basically, very basically, return div. Okay, switch. Class name equal show app. Okay, app layout like that, and hello world, and close that. Layout index, and remove this. So import layout from layout. We don't need to index, just layout. Okay, so now it should be layout. Okay, so waiting for the app will be refreshed. Okay, Ep2 collapse, Ep2 and Ep2 should be 10. Okay, and I forget to export default layout. And now you can use that layout and layout. Cool. So in our browser now we can see hello world, and open in console now you can see anything. Okay, so it's basic. Okay, so we have a app, and so let's take a look at screenshot. And we have left side. In this is site information with logo and title and slogan, and the right sidebar with the main content with the form and the upload file. Okay, so let's trim that and close this. I'm going to use Google font. So Google font. Okay, Google font. Okay, font. All right. So what's another important is I'm going to use a SAC. And so SAC is very easy and helpful for CSS development. So to install is very basic, and you can install on the Linux or Windows and Mac. I already did install SAC, so I don't need install it anymore. You can so I'm going to create a new folder called name is CSS and new file equal app.scss is a SAC. Okay, no. So no, I don't need to. Okay. So create a new file equal variable.scss. So we can put everything variable such as in color or and something in variable, and now go reset.scss. Okay, so reset HTML CSS reset, and so we can see it, copy, just copy that. All right, copy that. Right, copy that and close it, and reset, push HTML reset. Okay, so now we in our main app, we go import reset and import variable. So we import two files CSS into main CSS. Okay, so some change to okay, cdr. Okay, cds. Okay, cds. Okay. So now I'm going to add. So need to follow the document and you see document. document. Okay, so watch. Okay, so copy that, and now we need to set watching. All right, so app.cdat, app.cdat. Okay, so this is the basic, and when we make change any line in app.cdat, this automatically complete to app.cdat, right? So now you can see app.cdat, and we have app.cdat is complete. Okay, so now we can use its index. So very basic import cdat, sorry, and app.cdat. Okay, so very basic. Now I'm going to put body, and we can take a look in our app. And now I'm going to just background, for example, red. Now you can see. Now in app change to red. Okay, so very basic. And now we can see the main color equal blue, and I'm going to open color. Now color, and you can choose any tool to open this screenshot and pick a color, right? I and hit and on my Mac, so I'm going to command Shift and C and to copy the color on selection. So I put it in variable, so primary color equal, okay, push comma. Okay, so that is a primary color, and so background and primary color. It's very cool. So I use a variable here to easy to change when we change the app, change the color the app in one file. You don't have to search for the color and change it multiply time. So now we do have an app color. Okay, so let's get back to Google Font, and I'm going to use the font to open sun, right? And select that. Okay, we curtain that and cut. I'm going to cut. Users at bow and light. Okay. So back to embed, and I copy this URL. Copy that and import it to import. I think we import the first. Import. Sorry. Import. Okay, so we import the font, and in our body we need to use font family. Copy that. Okay, so now our app go use the font open sun. Okay, so you hear some noise in my home, so my neighbor they are rebuild their home. Okay, so sorry about that. Okay, so we get back to layout index file. So basically, I'm going to create a new. This part in this video is the most type equal theming and CSS. Very boring job, but we have to do that. So the class name equal app container, and the class name we have two parts in the left side and right side. So app left, and the class name app app content. I think yeah, app content and app lab, or just simply an app header. Okay, so I think that header and app lab. app layout and app header. Okay, so and here is the left side, and here is my app content. Okay, so you can see is the create React with create a React app is very useful. When we make change here, it automatically refresh the app and the browser. You can see that very cool. So in our CSS, so I'm going to put some variable in, so screen small, and some for mobile device. So screen small is about, okay, pixel. Okay, screen medium device, so it's for iPad. And screen large, and for desktop. Okay, for example, okay, one pixel, right? Screen s screen. Okay. So in our app, now we can put, okay, border siding, okay, border bars. Okay, so get back, you can see app layout, and we have a app container, and inside app container we do have an app header and app content. Okay, so app container, I think we can do the mark width. Okay, app layout, mark width equal 1000 pixel, and margin 0 and auto mark. Okay, so we can see it's center, and we can see the padding for app should be 50, and so media, yeah, okay, mean width, screen medium, so okay, padding, all right, padding from top should be okay, 100, I think 100, top equal 100 pixel, and right equal 50, bottom 50, and left 50. Okay, so media, mean width, okay, refresh. Okay, so we have a padding. Now it's next app container and app header. So app container should be position, release, related, and overflow equal hidden. Now app header, so for the large device, example, lap or iPads or lap or desktop, and we need to float the left content and right content. So now I can put left and left and app content float right. Okay, so now you can see float left and right, but now when we move into very small device, I don't need to left and right anymore, just vertical. So we can do like this, media, mean width, screen medium. So we only put float lab dot app header, okay, and header float lab and app content a float right, and don't put that right anymore. I think we can copy it below, right? So it's for the medium device, it should be float and left and right. Now you can see on small devices as iPhone or mobile, another mobile, you can see it should be vertical. Okay, and large device, now it's put left and right. Okay. So now I'm not going to team exactly with icon, but just about 50% match this string. Okay, so left string. Now I'm going to create a new component. So inside that I'm going to create new folder. We go component, a folder component, and okay, create a new file. We go header.js. Alright, header.js. I'm going to create a new export simple. We can do it like that. Import React component, very basic, from React. Okay, class header, extend a component. We have a render div should be returned with class name equal app header, and hey, is the header. Okay, so how we do user header component, export default header. Okay, so in our layout file, I'm going to import header from component header. Okay, so very basic. Inside header we can do like this: class name equal app header, and where is header? Okay, and content, and here is the content. Now you can see it in browser. Okay, here is a header. Alright, so the create component is a very helpful for we to split and code into other file and easy to reading. Okay, so now inside header file, I'm sorry, it's a noise here. So my neighbor, they are replaced their house. Okay, so get back. So in header file, in the header file we have a logo and sign title and slogan. We can do like this: div equal class name equal app sign info. In app sign info we have h1 equal share, and it's div. Okay, class name equal sign title. Let's see. Okay, share your file. Okay, and the next slogan: security and fast and free. Copy that for real quick. Site slogan. Okay, query first and free. Okay, look like so we have title And so we need to set as custom some set as. So in app we have app header. We're theming inside app header. Okay, so app header, the color I put to color white. Okay, white. And app site info. Okay, we need to verify. Okay, app site info and color white. Okay, that. Now in H1, nothing. 0. Font size equal city. That's city pixel. And font weight equal 800. Okay, so and the margin from I think. Okay, so let's about share your file and site title. Okay, site title H1 site title dot site title. The site title font size, so margin. So margin top equal about 20 pixel and left, right 0, bottom 0, left 0, and padding 0. And font size, I think should be 50 pixel, and font weight should be 300. Let's see. Okay, look, not bad. Shadow file, and the color. Color is white, but reduce the color a bit. To if you can put just 1.0, it's white, and now you can put it to dot is, so you can see the reduced color. Okay, 300. And the last thing equals size slogan. Okay, marking top just 5 pixel, but in 0. And font size, I do think it's 30. Okay, so let's see. Cool. I think with the fonts, the font weight should be 300. Okay, 300. And the color, let's copy that for real quick. Okay, so it should be right. Let's see. Okay, 3 and increase a bit to 6. Okay, so cool. Let's set the file screen and nice. Okay, so that worked. And the next video we will theming and adding icons later. I don't want to add right now because it takes time. So now we need to theme in the content. Okay, so we got back to app content. Right, so with app content, I am. So for the index file, the first screen we do have an app. The content equal allow the user and upload the file and enter the form information. So basically I will the app content. Okay, so I will do create a new component equal. Okay, so component. I don't think a component. I should be equal. Alright, content. Content. Okay. So let's think about. Let me think about 15 seconds. Okay, the name was. We can see almost the screen is same, the left and right. So okay, so we do like this, and inside this header app content. Let's create a new equal paste and pay for. Now it should be simple. It's home.js and home inside home. So let's copy that app container inside that. Let's copy that into home, path to home. Sorry. So we need to create a new component by import React and component from React and import default home. Return a component render. Sorry, return deep should be return app container. Okay, so we can do basically the return like that. Import default. Okay, class. Or you can do like this and import default home. Okay, header. So we have to import header. So import okay header from component header. So header is okay now. And so inside layout, now I'm going to push equal home. Alright, we don't need to header anymore. So import home from paste and home. Okay, so now we can do this by home, right? Yeah, okay, so now we have a home. This is almost same, and so we can working inside the home page. Inside content, I'm going to put a new div last name equal appcast. Div last name equal appcast header. Same content. Okay, so I'm going to put some text inside appcast header. So if class name equal appcast header inner. Same thing for appcast content inner. Right. So again, here is the header and the content, the text. And let's see in the browser, you can see here the header and content, and we can turn on the Firefox inspector, and we can see appcast header and appcast. Okay, apps content class. So app content. So app content, I look at the design. I think it should be about, let's, okay, an app content. So background equal white and smart width should be, okay, so media min width equal screen if string md, oh string asm, so width equal about 250 pixel, and okay, that, and we set some border radius. Border radius occur for about 5 pixel. So border radius, okay, about 5 pixel. Okay, look at and app content and header. So inside the app content, now let's image app cards. That's app cards. Okay. So I don't think that's. And we can put this to app cards. Okay, app cards. App card and app cards header. Now app cards header. Okay, and header inner should be padding about 20 pixel. Okay, 20 pixel. I think 10 pixel is enough. And same thing for appcast content. And appcast content inner is padding. Okay, 10 pixel. Right. Now you can see inside let's zoom in a bit. You can see in header we have a different background color. So I'm going to open it color and copy the color, and so up head card header, let's the background should be one. Start the header color. Now we can see. Right, cool. Upcast overflow equal hidden. Processing equal relative. Now we can see, okay, header now, cool. So in header we have a form. In the home, so I'm going to split we have a 3 step. The first thing is a form for select file, and next thing is validation, and so validation and select file should be the same, but and this same also same, and the next screen equal up sending file. So I'm going to split it into different components. So by simply I could later split that and cut that into new component equal, okay, form. Okay, so let's name a component equal, alright, form, no, home Well, let's think about component name. So the component name should be, well, let's see, home and uploads and send file. Home form. Select home form.cs. Export default class home form return component. So we need to import component, import React component from React. Right? Click render and we return it. Okay, so now it's home. Home form. Okay, so now in home, then home form. Okay, this is very useful from WebStorm. When you type that, it automatically imports home form in the header. Really cool. So let's back in browser. Now we see the same. And now in home form, we can start inside home form. So let's take a look about in header. First, we need to have a drag and drop file here. So we do this. Okay, label 4. No, HTML4. Sorry. We need to wrap this into form and form. Okay, methods form and okay later. Now we label an input type equal file and multiply select equal to, and that will allow you select multiple file. Let's check in header. We can see that now the multiply and let's allow users select multiple file. Okay, so we need to hide the inputs. Okay, let's take a label. Let's add an ID for okay input file, and so we label HTML4 input file. That means we can select that. Okay, so label for as the class name equal uploads join up file selection. Okay, all right. So let's start a bit in CSS. In now in app file selection. So width equal 100. Display equal block. Take a line center and so label. So position not true, not important. Display equal block with an input. So we have an input now. With that in partition equal fit, and that in the I'm going to hide and top equal. I'm going to hide the input. So now we don't have an input anymore, right? And so let's add some text equal span last name equal upload description. So let's see this text content about drag and drop your file here. Drag and drop your file here. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we don't have any input more, so but you can select the file. Okay, so let's take a look at the body color. Now I'm going to select the color. This is the color. Let's see. So when we define that in our set add and variable equal body color, body text color equal right. Cool. So below that, and in our app, get back to body, we can see color, body text color, and font size 14 pixel, right? Drag and drop file here, and I think the size for this drag and drop file here is smaller, so upload. Okay, upload zone, and let's call take. Okay, sorry, font size should be about 13 pixel, right? You can see. So I don't add an icon in this video, so I want to make a new rectangle with dash border. So span last name equal upload icon, span icon. Okay, upload icon, upload icon, display live block. Margin bottom should be about 10 pixel, and width about 80 pixel, and height about 40 pixel. Okay, now let's add some border 1 pixel solid and body text color. So let's see, and it should be center. So upload icon, select turn, let's take a line center. Border should be that. Okay, display in live block. Alright, so we need to display block. Right now you can see that. Okay, and upload drag right here. I think it should be 70 and okay, so it's good. Now let's about content. Let's theme in the form. Form we have it to again home form. Get div class name equal form item app form item label. Okay, label equals send to, and from and method send to, and we have an input type equal text, and ID equals 2. Right, so let's do that. Label HTML4 for 2. This is match to ID and HTML4 should be ID. Let's take a look. Okay, just send to, and I'm going to copy that, and this will be from send to and from. We have placeholder email address. Placeholder equal email address, and same thing for placeholder should be the send from equals 0 email address. Okay, so next thing is matches. Okay, matches, and now not input, it should be text area. Match ID equal matches. Our name equal matches. Name equal matches. And we also need name equal from. Name equal to. Okay. To from matches. So let's give the form a bit CSS. So form item should be margin right top equal 0, right 0, and the bottom should be 15 pixel and left 0. And label the text uppercase. So the text transform should be uppercase. And also display block. We need to display block, right? Display block. And input. And then inputs. Text area. Inputs now should be type text area. Okay, so width 100 with full width. Okay, give it full width. And so let's take a look at border. Okay, so we need to get the border, and here is the border. Copy that. Okay, border color. Border 1 pixel and solid. All right. So add some padding. And outline should be and focus activate outline. Okay. Focus. And give it some padding. Right, 10 pixel. Okay, so cool. Look good. And now let's take a look at and add some font weight. Okay. The label should be have some magazine. Okay, so I think it should be like this. Magazine bottom. So magazine top 0, right 0, bottom should be 8 pixel, left 0. Okay, look better. I think the input should be padding should be 8 pixel. Cool, right? And to take area, we need to add some nodes. Okay, we have a placeholder for equal placeholder equal nodes, and this is equal optional, right? Add a node and nodes. This is optional. Okay, so now let's give us take area a bit set as min height about 50 pixel. Okay, so cool. We have a padding in the form. Okay, so the for appcast and appcast content should be should be 12 or should be 20 pixel. Let's see header. It has some padding. So in the header, appcast header, padding top sorry, should be 20 pixel. Right, you can see it better. Font size, I think we reduce the font size to 13, some better. Okay, so that's one more thing is the inputs are the button, send button. And the form, I'm going to div class name equal app form action. Button type equal submit. Send. And we have a class name, should be app button and primary app button. So let's give a button some CSS. App form item, app form action button, app button. So basically, let's give it 100 pixel, 100 full width, and take a line center display equal block and padding picture. Okay, send button. I think should be 7. Right. Okay, let's take a look at other. Okay, so by default, I think we give it the border. So font size, no, font size, font weight should be is above. So I think give it 60 or even 800. Let's see. Okay, 800 very low. And the color, sorry, right color, border 1 pixel, solid and with same thing for right color, and border radius, okay, 3 pixel. Let's see, 3 or I think we can change it to 5. Okay, look good. And background, by default we don't need background for button. Background white. Okay, so look good. Okay. Alright, so now we can but in we can see now in first screen the button the button look bigger, so let's give it I think equal 10. I think 10 equal good, but and add some CSS to the button. Close the header. Now should be a button and primary. So now it does mean we add some primary color, background, primary color, color wise. Okay, it's my son. He's just coming my home. Okay, so my son is very not here. I'm sorry. Okay, so we have a send. Oh, we have text uppercase. The button away uppercase. So text transform to uppercase. Cool, look good. Alright, so look, the form is okay now. So I'm going to add some validation form. So to use some CSS add validation. So we can basically I will show you how. Okay, I'm sorry. Add some variable and change states. So I'm going to add some states. So basically with React, the input will have a default value equal. So home form like so contractor prop and super prop. Oh, this state equal. So that form with the so we have a form with two by default is empty, from empty, and matrix should be right. So we cast a form equals this state. So in very basic, so input form, so value equal form dot to, and the same thing. So let me show you value equal from email, and if I change from to by default, so okay, so now you can see okay budget form, but we can't change. Can try I'm typing something here, but I can't change that because the state is not changed. It's always get the value from state. So how we change the state matrix here? So let me show you how to do that. So we have the matrix on chain. So on chain should be equal z dot on, and let create this on text chain. So we need to declare this function. So very simple, we can do this dot on text chain equals z dot on text chain dot by this. And the next thing we need to define a function equal this on text chain with even. Okay, even, and now you can see on console.log. Alright, even dot target dot name and even dot target dot value. So the name equal the name of the input. So for example, name equal 2 and the value from user. So let me show you. And okay, I'm typing something. Okay, so you can see it's change, but after that it take from state and the input field does not show you change. So how to do that? We got field value, field name equal even dot target dot name course view value equal even dot target dot value. So z dot set state okay, form. So I'm going to use ESC now. Z dot state dot form, and so okay, so basically we can do like this. Let's form equals this state, and now we can do this very much simply. So form and field name equal field value, and now such a state should be form and form. Okay, now you can try again by okay, even should be even, so submit typo. Okay, now so we can try something. Okay, hey, now the input can be changed. Now we can see it's log, but even is the name of field and this is the value. Okay, so someone else at gmail.com. Okay, we can change is better. Right, so the same thing we can do is for the next thing. You just copy that, very simple. Copy that, and same thing, copy that. Now you can see, okay, me at gmail.com was ready, and here is my notes. Okay, cool. All right. So when is a field change and we reset state for form, now let's change back to empty. Okay, so by default we don't have any inputs. Okay, so you can see now we submit the page change. So how to stop that? Right, this is basic. In within the form we have on submit, and this submit this on form submit. Okay, guys, you can simple on submit, right? So on submit we need to define it as well. Dot on submit equal the same dot by this. Same for this. Now on submit with even. So even dot prevent default. Okay. So now let's take a look. The page should be refreshed, and now you hit send button and nothing happens. Okay. When submit, we can show those log this state dot form. Okay. Now, so by default we submit state. The object this means the form value to from in is empty. Now we can see I'm typing something. It's from me at gmail.com. Oh, hey, please download. Okay, now I'm clear the console, and you can see send. We see the form value equal from Matisse and 2. Okay, cool. And the next thing we need to how to say the value is 5 file. Okay, so right now we don't have any function to handle the file select. Now let's do like that. Okay, so I forgot one thing. It's a validation form. For the validation form, so I'm going to create a new validation form validation equal this dot form validation dot by this. Okay, let's form validation with a function, and we can see you can pass some field equal by default empty. Now let's take a look at this view. Okay, so we define some arrow here. Arrow will be an object with 2 equal new and from new and matrix new, right? So, basically the matrix equal is not needs validation because it can be empty. So we can remove that. So we can do it, but it's okay. Let's form relation arrow. Okay, so now we are got view equal an array. Okay, or view should be from to. Okay, so from and to. Sorry. So I'm going to use a third-party framework equal Lodash. Lodash is it looks like what underscore library, and I need to use it. It's very helpful, and I will show you how to use it. So we need to change to our app and npm install save Lodash. So it's mistake. Oh, sorry, mistake again. Typing too quickly. Slow down. So when we install Lodash, now you can see in the our package Lodash. Okay, it's add here. But that means it's already installed. So we can use the Lodash by import underscore from Lodash. Right? And so now I fill from to. Okay, so it should be like this. Now fill to. Okay, validation equal object with from should be an array. The validation equal array from equal matrix. Okay, so arrow matrix should be okay. From is a require and function. Okay, so get validation validates equal a function should be a function and should be arrow function and return this dot state. Okay, course form equal this state. Now return get. Okay, this okay form. Okay, from. So this what does it mean? We can use a get from. Get from is equal this function equals this form dot from. Sorry, form is a form dot from. But when we use a Lodash function, it's it's already checked the form if not undefined. So we don't have to check the form from undefined. So it's very useful, but I use it. Or you can do like this: form dot from dot slang is a valid function return from lang. And the next, I'm going to copy that and email is not valid. So how we check the email, validate email? So I'm going to create a new function, is a email, an email address, and return. So I'm going to use email as reget. Sorry, reget. I will copy that somewhere. Okay, so here's reget. Let's copy that. Code reget email reget equal that, and return email reget. Sorry, email reget dot test email address. Okay, so it's the basic. So return this dot is an email. Okay, so form dot from. Okay, so in the next one we do equal about 2. The 2 is same thing because it's our email. Okay, 2 is required. So from to we enter correct. 2 is required and email is not validated. The same thing too. And so we only validate and just to and from. So now this function has a little bit complicated. So I hope you can understand it. So now we need to fill. We can loop I through H fill and fill as a loop function. And now we can fill and fill. Let's fill validation equal get. Okay, to get validation and a fill name fill. By default should use a default. This function can be like this equal validation dot as fill like that. But I want to change the undefined, so we can use a loadout for. It's a very helpful. Okay, so I hope you can understand it. Now we can loop I through a few validation. Validate. Okay, validation. Few validation. Okay. Now you can console. Now I'm going to console.log few validation. Alright, so now we need to use a form validate. So when we use a form validate, so when the field is change, some change or submit. So when the field is on submit, so we can call this dot form validation field. So our field. So the field now is from to. Okay, so now refresh and someone me gmail.com and submit. Now you can see log and aromatic form is required, email is not validated. Okay, that is a log, just log at least. Now we need to do this. Orange and error. So I think it should be less, not cost. So few validation form, also error dot few. equal noon. So when we set arrow before validation, we set to noon, and next we need to cost is the validate equal field validation dot validate. Now if not is a validate, we set the error dot field equal field validation dot error matrix. Okay, so now we can see, and after loop that, now we can change an error console.log error. Okay, now before I enter anything, you can see, okay, field validation dot validate is not. Field validate. Oh, so should be is vice not. Now before I enter something, I can try to hit send. Now you can see an error matrix. Okay, so 2 email is not validated and email is not validated. That means, so now when I enter something. Oh, now I think I remove this block on submit. And so you can see now send to friends com and me.com. Okay, so now I hit enter. Now you can see the email, the error is called null. That means no error file. And if I remove this now and hit again, no. Okay. All right. It looked like something happened. It's happened. Okay, it's something. It's a 2. Let's see about validate form. All right, so to 2 and 2. Okay, one more time. Clear that. Okay, good. Now com gmail com. So let's clear that. Hit save. Now no error file. So let me remove that. Okay, so we can see an email is not validated. Same. Right? So cool. So now we need to set set this equal error. And after set, we need to call back a function. So in the form validation, we do have a callback. Callback. So callback is a return callback with arrow. Okay. Callback. So I think we need to do an X arrow. So let's form the bars. Okay, true. But if error is not null, that means the form still error. So it's a validate equal 4. And now we return callback. Is a var. Okay, so with that, So when we submit the form and return something, and now remove this console log, and on submit we have a callback function with an is validated. Now click console.log. The form is validated. Now let's take a look. Then the form is validated for. That means the form isn't validated, so not ready to submit. Okay, let me fill the form. Go friend, go gmail.com and friend. Sorry, me gmail.com. So in his say the form equal validate. That means true, right? So cool. So I hope you can understand about this form validation. The code is a little bit complicated, but I hope you can understand it. Now let's move to next thing, equal file select. So in the next video, I will implement the drag and drop file here, but for now, I could like to just select a file and we debug and save a form. Now let's take a look. So how to do that? It's an input file. So okay, on chain equal this dot on file as. That means we declare new function when file equals selected by user. So this dot by this, and now even let's file, so code file equal even dot target dot file, the console dot log file with file. Now let's see. Okay. Now it's running. So we can see, okay, I'm going to select two files, and we can see the file with an array with two files, the file and file name and size, right? So now let's see this. We add to the form with file, it will be an array. By default, it's an empty array. Now we can do that is file let's okay, so I think we can do this. Let's get even those target dot file, and default it should be an empty array, no more this. And now we can, it's not called should be let, because we will modify this variable. And select file and file dot push and file. Okay, so now we can see set state. All right, form. We can do like this. It should look like object dot assign this state dot form with a new equal file and new file. Do like that, right? But in ESC, it's very simple. We can do dot this state dot form and a new thing you file. So let's cause, right? So it's T form. Okay, cool. So on file as, now let's select some something, but it don't log anything. So we harvest new string equal list of file when it's selected, right? So I'm going to implement that. I'll remove this like code. And once the file equal select, we have a new string. Alright, it's the same equal. Okay, so let's do that by inside the join upload zone. The class name equal app file selectors with the file select. Alright, so the class equal name equal app file selectors item. Okay, div class name equal file name. Okay, abc.gp and gpg and the class name equal file action equal is. We can implement icon delays later, but for now it's very simple like that. abc. Okay, let's copy a new route. You can see abc. Okay, right, something like that. And now let's give a file select as a that. Now we can do this by this background equal. It should be white. Right, you can see it should be white. Right, cool. It's white and processing equal relative margin. Sure. Okay. And also padding 20 pixel. Right. Okay. I think should be marking top equal and right negative 20 bottom equal 20 pixel. Okay. 20 pixel and left equal negative 20 pixel. Okay, it looks good. Now the list. Let's give it the list theming some up file select item. Selected up file select item equal border bottom. It should be 1 pixel and so list and there's a body type color. Not sure. Okay, body type color is it too. So we can do it like that. If I give this, it should be a black color. And we should reduce the black a bit by dots, right? So it's much better. I think it's nice. Right, cool. Look at that. And so we need padding. Add some padding. Right, top, right, and bottom. Padding equal right 10 pixel. Padding and 0. Just top and bottom. Right? So now in the file we have a file name and file select item. Now, okay, the display equal flick. And now file name. File name. Let's take a look at file name and file action. File name, file action. So later, file name should be flex raw 1. Now you can see it's look better, right? So now how we display the file? So it's very simple. Okay, so we need that. If form because file from form. File.map is a file and index. So return this. Oh no. File select. So we need to check this. Alright, if file dot length, and then we do this, and otherwise we return null. File length and now we need to file just map now with arrow function file and index return, right? So it should be a file dot file name, and we need to have, okay, let me show you an arrow. So when we select the file, alright, and one moment, we add child in an array should be have a key. So we have a key equal index. I need to debug a file. Okay, so on file select, on file as, we console log file as, and to see what about file property. Now you can see something. I can select two file. We have a two file select. First, it should be name. The name should be get name. So it's not the file name. It should be name, right? So now I'm going to select again. Okay, so we have file display here. It's cool. And now I'm going to implement the delete when you remove that. And one more thing. So what happens if the user select 100 or 100 file? So I think we need to sit at give a sit at file select equal something like that, equal by equal mark height equal 200, right? So, or 100, something like that, or 150% and position equal related, height equal, and now let's take an overflow e y is equal auto. So that means if the file is like too long, we have a scroll bar right here. So I'm going to implement that. Let's copy that into RC that while file select, right? Now one more time. If I select more file, now we can see it's more file select, more file. Alright. It's not more file because now I'm going to on file as, we need not file equal z.state.file, right? and file equal push file. Right, cool. So now you can see again one more thing. File, set one file. Alright, file is a only file. That again. Sorry, this file should form a file. So how we can make sure the file always an array, you can do like this. You need to get this state and form those file and an array. Now no needs it anymore. Just one file, okay. Next file and more file. Right, you can see that. Okay, the happen is if I select one file, there's a bit of space between here because we define we associate that equal. Right, remove that and add some more file. Cool, so it looks good. And one more thing. Right, cool. Okay, so let me show you how to implement delete button. It should be delayed when after user select and they don't want to upload and should be removed from the list. So let's do this. And home from, let's back to 8. Right, is file action. So I'm going to collab equal spam, or even I think should be a button. Okay, collab equal okay app file remove with number 8. So let's see. Right, we have a button. Let's start it a bit, give it a bit file, select and sub border none and padding I think it should be 3 pixels. It's enough. And let's talk about color. Color design. Okay, same thing. The same nothing. And font size pixel. And let's see. Oh, it's too bold. Okay, look good. Now background none. Don't give it background anymore. Okay, so we have a button. But now the button it should be not submit type equal button. Okay, so we have a button. And so how to implement the on click and the file should be removed. Let's do that. On click, right? And use a function this dot on file remove. Remove now should be, we need to set an index. Hit the index file index, right? So now we need to define this function. This equal this plus by this. Now on file remove index. I think to be key, right? Now let's file from equal usage.form. Now we need to remove this by equal file splice key and 1. So we remove that. Okay, so something like that. And now this the set state. Form state dot form file go file should be dot dot dot. Right. Now we can see remove that. Ooh, cool. Right, this look good. Okay, one more time. Click. So another thing, when the file is selected, we have a different as more file. Okay, as more file. Now as more file, so we need to do file select up selection and input file. So we do this. If file dot length, we return div as more file, and otherwise div. I don't think we have a div. Will be suspense. Right, span. And should be upload description. Now as more file. Now when the file is selected, okay, so we can see as more file. Okay, the as more file is but look like alright. As more file. Text uppercase. Take uppercase. Now we need to define some class here. Text transform equal uppercase. Now select one more file. Okay, so we have a small file here. Right, cool. And later we add some icons later. That's right now. We don't need to do that. Okay, so far so good. Okay, so we can see the padding from top of the header. I think we need to up header should be so padding top to about 100 pixel. Look like that. So how we do that? But let me design a bit. We only want to add some padding for header. From now, let's do that. In ARPSheet add, let's take about up header, right, up header, and one screen header. So we do padding top 100, padding bottom. Okay, so add content by default. Okay, so when we resize that, it's no more. Okay, when is some more small device, I think we have some margin. So it's about app content. So when is more? Padding bottom 30 pixel, right? And the app container when the app container should be padding. Okay. Any pixel. Alright, no. In small padding top 0, 0, 0. Just only padding top when it's small. And when small, you can up header should be take a line, center. Okay, when the small, but on large device, we don't need it take a line center. So when then take a line left, and you can see different. When it on the desktop device, we don't need to center, but when we show in small device, okay, it's center. Right, cool. Look good. And so when small device, I want to hide some text. So when small device, so we can on small device, we hide some text. So how to do that? It's site info, so site title and site slogan. So we can do this. Okay, media, right app container, media. Okay, mark with the screen asthma. So display none. Let's copy that to slogan. So right, you can see this high on small device, this high, and when we resize bigger, you can see it's so look good. So and that is how we do for sheet add media query for mobile, a different device, different browser size. Okay, so in the next video we will connect the upload function to the backend API. And thank you for watching. Bye for now.